Hello guys, how it's going there? Myself Deep Bhatt and again welcome back to my channel, and today we gonna again try to solve a GATE computer science question. So okay, let's see. So here I was just checking the GATE paper because to solve some only C program question, because this is what I know right now. And well, I just stumbled upon this question 29, and I thought in first glance that it was just a C simple question, but the actual question is this. And well, actually this is an operating system question. And well, I thought if we get here, why don't try to solve it. Well, I know somewhat of operating system because I was learning some Linux and operating system theory. So yeah, well, let's try to solve this question and put our thought process, what my thought process about this question is. And if it's wrong, so yeah, please correct me in the comment sections. And if anything is missing, please give me feedback. So okay, let's see this question 29. I hope you can see regardless my face cam. Okay, so here is written that suppose in a multi-programming environment the following C program segment is executed. Okay, process goes into input output queue where an input output related operation is performed. Assume that there will be always be a context switch whenever a process requests for an input output, and also whenever the process return from an input output. Okay, so uh, the number of times the process will enter the ready queue during this lifetime. Okay, so here it is multi-programming environment, means it is talking I guess operating system, because this is operating system is a multi-programming environment. And in this particular C program is getting executed. Okay, this C program here. And a process goes into input output queue. Okay, so here is a process and it goes to input output queue whenever an input output related operation is performed. Okay, assume that there will be always a context switch. So I think context switch is where the CPUs pause the process and what I was doing, and do the much more important process, like you can think of it like that. Regardless of what we are doing, we can always type, we can use our keyboard while listening to music. And so this is how context switching works, because this is for multitasking, and this is how our today's every CPU work like that. Okay, so this is context switch, and assume that there will be always a context switch whenever a process requests for an input output. Okay, so there will be always a context switch, means the priority will, I think priority will give to the input output processes, and also whenever the process return from input output. Okay, and if it is also returns from input output, it is also do a context switch. The number of times a process will enter the ready queue during its lifetime. Okay, so how many times does this input output process is gonna be in this ready queue. Okay, so and not counting the time, okay, so we don't have to count any time here, but just we need to count that how many time it is gonna be into that ready queue, means okay, so well, let's see here. Well, we have this given you know C program. Let's first copy it here, and let's get here and just okay, so here this is our C program, and in this, well, here we have to find the number of time that this process, means the input output process is gonna be in the ready queue. Okay. mm, return from input output the number of time the process will enter the ready queue during its lifetime. Assume that there will be always a context switch whenever a request for input output, and also whenever the process return from input the number of time the process will enter the ready queue during its lifetime. Enter the okay so okay, so I think I get it that we have to find out how many times the specifically only input and output process are getting into the queue. Okay, so I think this is it because we are focusing on just input and output process. So here this is a given C program. Okay, so I think according to this program we need to find out how much time does the you know input and output processes are getting into the queue. So okay, let's see. So I here is this our main function which is doesn't matter here, and then there is our int x. Well, we are just initializing the variable, but in this time this is not in the memory, so I don't think we count this as an input. And here let's see, this is scanf function, which means we are creating memory block of this x variable, and for this particular function I think this will count as input. So we basically taking input for a user, so this can be an input process I think, and this can be this is a input process. Okay, so and then there is a for loop. So well, I don't think this matter with any input or output. And then there we are just adding 20, and then there is a printf, and this is output of our you know this is what output process is in this C program. Okay, so this is printf, and it is well, okay, so it is inside a for loop. Okay, so this print is from inside a for loop, and the for loop runs from 0 to 19. Well, basically it is running 20 times. Okay, from 0 to 19 means 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 to 19 means 20 times. Okay, so well, this printf is gonna be executed 20 times. So this output process should be 20. I think this is, and so that it should be 20 times the output of output process of this C program. And so that total, and if we see wait, let me see the question again. Okay, so input outputs and also, okay, so input output the number of times the process will enter. So we are talking input and output as whole. Okay, so here I guess so I think the answer should be 21 right here. Okay, so answer should be 21. I think this should be the answer. Well, wait, let me just here I'm using E for geeks. So there are set one keys here I think, and let's get to them. And this was question 29, right? This was question 29, and let's see. Okay, so this is 29, and here this is 21 to 21. All right. Okay, so we solved the question 20. Well, this was a 1 marks question, but still this is a good achievement because I literally doesn't know about that much in operating system theory. But yeah, so I think we solved a GATE CSE question here. And all right, so I think this is for the video, and well, meet you in the next video. Okay, so bye.